Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, kiddos. Kiddos, if you are 4 to 12 and we would normally go to kids' church at this time, will you come up here with me and just have a seat right up here on the floor? We've got something special and something fun to do today. And while you're coming, Miss Katie, that was beautiful. I got to hear Katie last week as she spoke about how she actually thought about becoming an engineer, and then thankfully she went into the music department, and she got a job, or she got a job being a vocal teacher. You guys can have a seat. And she uses her talents for the Lord, and she does amazing. And Katie, that song, you just did a beautiful job on Silent Night, but girl, we're about to break the silence. So here we go. Kiddos, it's so good to have you today. It's good to see you guys all look so good and pretty and ready for Christmas. Well, boys and girls, today we are going to learn, just like we always on Sundays, we always have a Bible point. Today our point is Jesus is a gift. So say it. Jesus is a gift. Say it louder. Jesus is a gift. Say it with your eyes closed. Jesus is a gift. Can you say it with your eyes closed and your finger on your nose? Jesus is a gift. Well, boys and girls, since we're talking about gifts today, I want to tell you about a gift that I received a long, long time ago. Do you guys like gifts? Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too. Well, this is a vintage gift, okay? I got this gift way back in the 1900s. So this is an old gift, okay? It was 1999. And I was 19 years old, and I was in college, far away from home. How many of you guys want to go to college someday? Awesome. I'm going to tell you right now, don't go far away from home because it's miserable. And you're going to be absolutely homesick every day, all day long for 4 years. I'm just kidding. I hope you won't be. But I was. How many of you guys have ever gone to a sleepover with a friend, or maybe even grandma and grandpa or aunts and uncles, and the nighttime came and you were like, I want my mommy? Yeah, I know you all. I know you guys. I know some of you. You've been at my house. We've had to call your mamas. So that was me. I was homesick, but I was far away from home, and it was Christmas time. And I was so sad. I wanted to be at home with my family and even with my sisters. And it was close to December was coming, and the weather was getting cold. And here I was in my lonely, cold dorm room, and I got a delivery. How many of you guys like to get mail and deliveries? Fun stuff. I like to open up the boxes too. So I had this big, huge box. And in this big, huge box, there was a baby Christmas tree with all sorts of ornaments that were just for me. They matched my room perfect. I was in this old, cold, dingy room, and I had this roommate. She was honestly kind of a weirdo. Turned out okay in the end, but she was a little different. And I was so lonely, and this room was just, blah. It was an old building. So my mom and dad had picked out Christmas decorations just for me. They were made just for me. They matched my bed, they matched my curtains, they matched my little cover I had on my desk. Everything was purple. I know purple's not a Christmas color, but hey, for me it worked, right? So they sent garland, they sent a Christmas tree that was just perfect. And in the bottom of my big box, there was this present. And I opened it up. Ooh. Bella, I love Bella. Bella is always excited. I hope every one of you guys on Christmas morning is excited as Bella. So there was a little tiny stable. Now, let's see. Can you all see this if I move this up? Thank you. It was cute, right? So cute. So there's this little stable that my mom and dad had sent me. Now, boys and girls, this is part of a nativity scene, and nativity just means where somebody's born, right? So this one's for Jesus. Now, boys and girls, the Bible doesn't tell us for sure that Jesus was like born in a barn or in a stable, but where was he born? We know that Mary wrapped him up like a gift because Jesus is a gift. Yes, Jesus is a gift. And what'd she lay him in? Not all of you at once. Come on. What'd she lay him in? In a manger, Arya said. Yes. So it's pretty safe for us to assume that a manger is what people put food in for animals. And they put the baby Jesus in a food trough for like a cow or a donkey or a camel. So we can just assume he was born maybe in a barn. So there's baby Jesus in the manger. You know, this came with some donkeys. Mary and Joseph had to ride a long way to get to Bethlehem. It was like 80 miles. So, I mean, I don't know how the AC and the heat was on that donkey, but you know, we got a donkey, we got some sheep, we got a cow. You know what? And oh my goodness, here is Miss 12-year-old Mary. She was like, God, I don't know what you're thinking, letting a 12-year-old have a baby God, but hey, I'll do it, right? And then, look, we've got Joseph, remember last week the angel told Joseph, you're going to have a son and you're going to name him Jesus. And he will save his people from their sins. Yes, that's right. So here's Joseph. I just love this gift. This gift was perfect. And look, it even matched my purple room. My mom and dad did a good job picking this out. It's probably my mom, not my dad. But anyhow, so then, look, we got some camels here because, oh my goodness. First of all, we know the Bible tells us about 3 gifts that came to baby Jesus. What were those gifts, Zane? Frankincense, gold, and myrrh. Well, boys and girls, some people think that because the Bible talks about 3 gifts, there were 3 wise men, right? So I got 3 wise men with their gifts that came to see baby Jesus. But guess what? Bible doesn't say there were just 3. It only says 3 gifts. And the more that we've learned about the Bible, there were actually hundreds of thousands of wise men that came to see Jesus. And finally, what was going on? There was something going on. This guy was a sheep keeper, right? He was a shepherd. And he wasn't too far by when an angel appeared to him. The angel of the Lord said, whoa, don't be afraid. Because of course, I mean, it's late at night and you're out keeping sheep and all of a sudden the sky lights up and like Katie's saying, there's glories all around. I mean, they were probably scared, pretty scared. And we know that they were scared because the angel said, don't be afraid. I bring you good tidings of great joy. They brought news to the shepherd that Jesus had been born, and the shepherds laughed, and the shepherds went to see him, and they went and they worshiped. So boys and girls, this was an awesome, awesome gift, and I loved. It was just perfect. Mom and Dad couldn't have done any better if they tried. It came at the perfect time. It was just for me. It was customized. It matched my room. So you know what I did with it? You want to guess what I did with it? You'll never guess. So I'm just going to tell you. I immediately called my mom and dad and I said, hey, Mom and Dad, got your gift, okay? And it was really nice of you. It's just not my thing. I'm not quite ready to open it yet. I think I'm going to wait a little bit till I think I'm ready. I don't know. I think I might be ready for this at Easter time. Actually, no, Dad, I'm sorry. You know, 4th of July, when we go to the 4th of July parade and we watch all the fireworks, I think that's when I'll be ready to get it out. Why are you guys looking at me like I'm weird? Well, I know. She said, baby Jesus. Jesus is a gift, right? So why would I not use it at the right time? Right? That would be silly. Do you guys really think I called my mom and dad and said, I'm not going to use this right now? No. Well, actually, What do you think if I called them and I said, hey, Mom, love the nativity. However, Sarah down the hall, she has the same nativity. And let me just tell you, she is rude. She is like the meanest girl I have ever met. And if she has that nativity, there ain't no way that I want anything to do with that nativity. So you can just keep your nativity to yourself, Mom. What do you think? You think I did that? No, why not? Oh, because that would be rude. Well, okay, you know what I did? I called my dad, and I was like, Dad, this was a really cool nativity, but you know what? Just save your money. I can make this on my own. You know, I'm going to go out to the woods. I'm going to buy, I'm going to find some trees. I'm going to cut the trees down. I'm going to, I don't know even what you do with trees once you cut them down. If you whittle them, you saw them. But I'm going to figure it out, and then I'm going to find a special mold and find some plastic and melt it down, and maybe some, I don't know, glass or something, and then try to make my own paint, because I can do this on my own. Now, Zane, you were in my classroom this week. Could I make a sled out of popsicle sticks? Was it a good one? No, it wasn't. We had to totally switch our craft, right? Because I can't make nothing without somebody's help. You know, and then finally, I could have just called Mom and said, Mom, this was really, really nice. I don't deserve this, though. I didn't do anything to deserve this gift. You know what my mom would have said if I did that? If I would have called her and said that, you know what she would have said? She would have said, Kristin, I am your mother, and most days you deserve nothing more than a big old honking spanking. But you know what, Kristin? I love you, and I just wanted to do something nice for you, and I want you to open that and enjoy it. So you know what I did? The real truth. I took this baby out. I put this thing on my purple desk, and I let it sit there. I loved it, and I still have it. It still sits out. It sits in Lundy's room right now. And so everybody that came by, I could share the story of Jesus and what a gift Jesus is with everybody. But wouldn't that have been silly if I made those silly phone calls to Mom and Dad? Who gets a gift and just leaves it laying around and doesn't use it? That's just silly, isn't it? But guess what? What's a gift? Who's a gift? Jesus is a gift, right? And boys and girls, people don't ever want to open the gift of Jesus. Can you believe that? And they give lame-o excuses about not opening the gift of Jesus. They say, I don't deserve that. I can get to heaven on my own. I can make it myself. Oh, so-and-so, they have Jesus in their heart, but they're rude. I don't want anything to do with that. So people will just leave this Jesus gift sitting. And guess what? I have heard some of you guys say, people will think I'm weird if I ask Jesus into my heart. You know what? Unfortunately, you might be right. People might think you're weird. People might think you're different. But do you know why? They don't have the Jesus gift. They don't know what's in the box. Boys and girls, when you open up the gift of Jesus, look, you get the promise of going to heaven. You get forgiveness of your sins. You guys ever have a confusing day where you don't know what to do? You get guidance. You guys ever get sad or angry? You get peace. Get a little joy and some laughter. Look at all this stuff that's in the Jesus box. And people won't open it because they make silly excuses. Isn't that silly? Boys and girls, Zane, if you get Hot Wheels on Christmas Day, are you going to just leave them sit in the box and not use them? No. Why? That'd be nuts, wouldn't it? But boys and girls, that's what people do with Jesus. They don't want to open him up and they don't want to use it. They just want to leave it sitting here. They just want to leave it sitting here. You know the cool thing about this gift? It's not just for Christmas. It's for all year round. It's for every day. And you know what? You can open this as many times a day as you want to, and you're always going to get something different out of it. So boys and girls, this year for Christmas, I want you to remember that Jesus is a gift. He's the most perfect gift that we could ever receive. And I want you to open him up every day and share him with others, okay? You all have a very Merry Christmas. I love you, okay? You can go back to your moms and dads.